California, the death of a 10-year-old has shocked, rattled, and disturbed many people because of his suspicious death. Little Anthony Avalos, I want you to see his face and hear his name. He died last week. He had injuries to his head. He had cigarette burns on his body. His mom says he hurt himself after a fall, but the LA County Department of Children and Family Services is investigating allegations of abuse. Now, here is where it gets extremely frustrating.
They had received
there were
12
calls to that department over the last few years because of suspected abuse. These were serious allegations, including sexual abuse. Why wasn't this little boy removed from the home?
Because they're removing kids that aren't danger.
A level of proof in order to get a court to give you an order of that type. Once you have a child with Kent, that's somewhat complicated.
Bullshit! Not in West Virginia, they don't need proof.
No one has been charged in this little one's death, but investigators say little Anthony may have just come out and said that he was gay just days before he died.
10 years old,
is Marguerite
dead.
Tierley. She's managing attorney at the Support Center for Child Advocates. I know this story gets you the same way it gets me because you've dedicated your work to supporting kids. I think it's frustrating for us to hear the department that is, charged with taking care of these kids say their hands are tied. Are hands tied when it comes to preventing a child from being removed from a dangerous situation?
Their hands aren't tied. This is a tragic case. These cases happen all the time, unfortunately, across the United States.
Yes, they do.
Certainly, there is a level of proof that's required, and we all want that level of proof.
Not if CPS lies to the judge.
So our families can separate, but their hands aren't tied. The 12 calls, obviously, or 13 calls, however many calls there were, magnitude of red flags. What was going on? It's not unusual. Also, I understand there's other children in this home and that they've ultimately been removed. We see sometimes a target child. Who knows why this child was targeted? The idea of homophobia playing in this case seems a little unusual to me. The child was 10 years old. Certainly, LGBTQ youth do have heightened levels of problems within families when their families are not accepting of them. But to me, this is child abuse, clearly child abuse, and I'm not quite sure about the homophobic tendencies that may have contributed to this, given the cigarette burns and the bruises. This child was targeted.
CPS doesn't do their jobs.
They could have had a level of, they had the proof they needed. In Pennsylvania, it's a clear and convincing.
They had the proof.
Standard, so that is a fairly high level. But we do that to protect the family, but it also can protect the child. And I believe that the case could have been made for this young child.
The idea...
They were busy stealing federal dollars from good families.
Simply fell through the cracks. I don't accept that. The idea that a child could slip through the cracks, it doesn't...
How do you slip through the cracks after 12 calls?
Absolutely not okay. Our office here, the Support Center for Child Advocates, we're the voice of the child. We represent the child in these proceedings. But certainly somebody usually has to bring, the Child Protection Agency has to bring the proceeding in order for us to get in there and be the voice and to help the child from slipping through the cracks. I would imagine that
there's similar things that